ChatGPT said, "They say a penny saved is a penny earned, but what if that one penny could actually be worth thousands, and you threw it away without even knowing?" Right now, sitting quietly in a forgotten jar, an old drawer, or tucked in the folds of your wallet, could be a 1944 copper wheat penny with no mint mark. Sounds ordinary, right? But here's the thing, one small detail on this coin, one tiny error, could turn it into a collector's dream. And if you miss it, you could be tossing away over $20,000 without even realizing it. Most people glance at a penny and see 1 cent. But coin collectors, they see hidden patterns, rare mistakes, and minting mysteries that most eyes never notice. And the 1944 penny is one of the most deceptive coins in American history. Let's start with what's hiding in plain sight. After 1943, the U.S. Mint was supposed to stop making steel cents and return to copper. Most did, but some leftover steel blanks accidentally slipped into the 1944 presses. That means a small number of 1944 pennies weren't made in copper, they were steel. Magnetic, silver gray, and extremely rare. One of these sold for $108,000 at auction. And they didn't even realize they had it until years later. But even if your penny isn't steel, don't relax just yet. The copper 1944 pennies with no mint mark, the ones struck in Philadelphia, have their own secrets. Have you ever heard of the double die phenomenon? It happens when a coin is struck more than once, and the details overlap slightly. On the 1944 wheat penny, this double stamping can affect the date, the word liberty, or even, in God we trust. These aren't always obvious unless you tilt the coin in good light, but if you see a faint doubling on those letters, that could mean you're holding a $950 mistake. But here's the twist that keeps collectors awake at night: die cracks. Over time, the dies that stamp coins wear out. They develop cracks, and those cracks leave strange raised lines on coins. Some 1944 no-mint pennies have these mysterious lines, along Lincoln's shoulder, above the date, or even near the wheat stalks on the back. Collectors love these quirks. A visible die crack can turn a regular penny into a $300 to $400 prize. Still with me? Good, because here's where it gets really interesting. Some 1944 wheat pennies have a weak strike on just one side. You flip the coin, and either Lincoln's portrait or the wheat design looks oddly faded. This isn't just wear and tear, it could be a planchet flaw, where the coin blank was defective from the start. Depending on how rare the flaw is, collectors have paid $1,200 or more just for that imperfection. And then there's the legend of the ghost date penny. On a small number of 1,944 coins, the last digit, the 4, is barely visible. Some say it's due to grease-filled dies, others think it's a misalignment issue. Either way, these faint date pennies are hot topics in coin circles. One sold online recently for $680, all because of that missing number. Now you might be thinking, how would I even notice all of this? And that's the real secret. Most people never bother to look closely. So here's how you check your 1944 copper wheat penny. First, check if it's magnetic. If it sticks to a magnet, you've hit the jackpot. It's probably a steel error. Next, use a magnifying glass. Focus on the date, the words, and Lincoln's jacket. Look for doubling, tiny cracks, or unusual textures. Flip it. Are both sides sharp? Or is one side faded, ghost-like? Don't rely on guesswork. There are online databases with photos of known errors. Compare your coin, inch by inch. Because every little detail could be the clue that turns pocket change into power. And if you're thinking this all sounds too rare to happen to you, think again. Just a few years ago, a man in Massachusetts found a 1944 penny in his late grandfather's tool chest. It had no mint mark, it had a die crack across the wheat stalks, and it fetched $2,700 at auction. One forgotten penny. Life-changing money. So now I'll ask you, how many pennies have you thrown away without checking? How many could be hiding in that coffee tin, your glove box, or your child's coin jar? Because the 1944 wheat penny with no mint mark isn't just another old coin, it's a reminder that the smallest things we ignore could be worth the most. you don't need to be an expert. You just need curiosity, a good eye, and the will to check right now, because every second you wait, another rare coin could vanish into circulation, or worse, straight into the trash. Don't let that be your story. Go check your pennies, your next big discovery could be 1 cent away.